Best versus practice. Tutorial. Practice online. Ranked match. Here comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with a projectile. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Wow, shut down. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Okay, creating some space here. Projectile to try and change the situation. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Gets him! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Throws them. What's next? Closes the gap for the grab. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Okay, creating some space here. Time's the only thing moving. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Awesome! Checks him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Took him to the corner in a flash. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Shows a medium kick. Hits them with a stopping block. Yo, kicking off their facial features with a Hayokusen. Player 1, burnout activated. Scrapping it out up close. Checks with a sandbox. Chucks a fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Raw super hard incoming. What now? Oh, yo, raw super here. Fireball pressure. What a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
ミッションに取り掛かる。
負けないわよ。
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Player 1 has the life lead. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Throws out a projectile. Parries the projectile. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Feeling out the spacing. Life lead opens up. Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Trying to read each other here? Player 2 chases with this super art connect. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Grabs him, takes a trip. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown and Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of hits them with a stopping bomb. Not much life difference. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Ooh, what a smart throw. Going in. Flicks out the blade, upping the pressure with these baby booms. Their life is hanging by a thread. Hits the drive. Can this drive bring them back? Player experiencing burnout. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Will they go all in without drive? They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Can, oh yo, look, flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Sonic Blade to steal it, burns out. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Shuts that down with a parry. Uses the parry to deal with that projectile. Player, ooh, what a smart throw. A quick breather. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Poses them with a kick. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Amazing! Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Close range projectile. Jump knocked him out of the air. Blocks the low kick. Who will set the bait at this range? Jump! Raw super art incoming. A real tip. Will this super art do anything? What a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 chases them down. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with Fireball. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. All right, what's coming up next? They're being absolutely relentless with KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Goes for the super art early to try and establish a hits them with a stop and bomb. Player burnout activates. Going in? Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Zones with the Fireball. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Good distance for a shot. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Halfway through this round. Still lots of time left in this fight. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The low kick hits. G-right kick for a mix-up. Hits him with a stop and bomb. Off the centimeter on the... Will this super art do anything? Looking for a hold. Dragon Lash. Puts the fear of God in. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
They are letting it fly from the get-go. They're using a Fireball to force a reaction. Player 1 needs to use that drive gauge better if they want to take things back. Both fighters are raring to go. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 1, they're going for the super art. The low. Both sides getting ready. Medium, there's a burnout. All the throw connects. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Ooh, what a smart blow. What now? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Presses for a reaction with a Fireball. Baits out the low kick. Jumps and whips. They're wide open. Oh, they switch sides. Player wall splat into the guard break. Gotta do better than that. Huge chance after that wall splat. Quick medium post. Solid anti-air. Nothing stops this train. Here comes the boom. Player 1 can't use any control. It's enough. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Puts one in the pocket. Good anti-air. Wow, shut down. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. What's the play here? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Denies the low head. Smart throws, that'll do more damage than usual. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Burnout is triggered. Feeling out the spacing. Projectile to try and change the situation. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1, his name finishes it with the anti-air. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Connects with medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Bumps up, brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. Yo, kicking off their facial features with the Hyoku-sen. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Anti-air in the clutch. Are we gonna see a comeback here? A quick breather. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to meet them air to air. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. They're in the corner. This may change the match. Digs in deep to get that drive in. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Gotta do better than that. Huge chance after that wall splat. Both sides getting ready. Medium kick. Here comes the corner. All the throw connects. Player 1 with the raw super hard incoming. Rattling the inside of their head with the Hyoku-sen. And it is on. Blocks the low kick. What'll be the plan here? A real test of nerve here. The ult opens them right up. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Here comes a new challenger.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
作戦開始負けないわよ
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Throws him down. Was well in range to score the throw. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. All right. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Gets in a Hazanshi. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Holds out with the block. Goes into the charges forward. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Brushes that off and keeps going. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown. Player 1 needs to use the threat of a good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Out of range, relatively safe. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Charges forward. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. They're going for the super art? Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Scuffle, wreck them. Will this super art do anything? Rattling the inside of their head with the Hayok flatline zone. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
勝負よ。
いい戦いになりそうだ。Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to bait him with the projectile. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? What are these fighters thinking now? Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right. Nice counter. Smart play there. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Rolls in. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Sees it coming and blocks it out. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with their fireball. Breaks those shins. Scrapping it out up close. Just goes for it at this range. That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. A quick breather. Drive impact misses. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Uses their drive gauge. Experiencing burnout. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Doing some quick planning? Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive. All the throw connects. What'll happen here? Can they close this round without relying on drive? Pumps the brakes on the impact. Holy! Puts the fear of God in. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a fireball, Kazanchu! Peppers them with the light. Nothing stops this train. Gotta do better than that. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Medium kick, the low kick hits. Close range projectile. They are not getting close to each other. Good parry. Shows off a parry. That's what a finish. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Throws him down. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Grabs them. Taking stock. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Experiencing burnout. Were they baiting them into that? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they end the round with a sick combo? Amazing. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jump in. Who's going to brush that off and keep going? Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Amazing read to flash the parry just in time to catch the attack. Player 2, good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. What'll happen? Experiencing burnout. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Both fighters planning something? Get scooped from down low. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Low heavy. Not much life left, but they're drunk flatline game. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
負けないわよ
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. All right, what's coming up next? The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Checks with a medium kick. Feeling out the spacing. Grabs him. Takes a trip. dashes up, somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Shows a medium kick. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Immediate jump in. Side hustle to start something. That drive impact is blocked. Decides to meet them in the air. Smart play there to go for the air to air. Even if it can't lead to a combo, it's low risk but effective. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Brushes that off and keeps going. Medium kick hits. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. Buffs up. Side hustle to start something. Jumps in, drops them hard. Here comes the corner pressure. Rattles them with a spinning bird kick. Connects with medium kick. Flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Barely blocks the jump in. Still plenty of time left. Gets in a Hazanshi. Rushes that off and keeps going. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. What will they do next? Getting up close and personal. Reads the jump in perfectly. Quick medium poke. Side hustle. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Hikacho from heaven. Will this super art do anything? Player low heavy. Ooh, what a smart blow. Nothing stops this train. Hikacho getting in some real damage. They think this time to block this out? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. It is over. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
勝負よ負けないわよ
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. There's a wall splat, which leaves them wide open. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 is maintaining the corner to get some. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Serenity Stream sees it coming and blocks it out. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Their worst fear in the corner taking form. Still very early in the round. The throw misses. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Throws them to negate the block. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Hazanshi! Oh, the throw connects. Going in, a super art. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Lightning kick, medium kick. Player 2 comes away with the win.
Comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. You're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Gets through the opening. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Smart throw, that'll do more damage than usual. Those hit harder than normal throws and really pile on the pressure. Brushes off the impact. Follows up and tags on the light. Will this super art connect? That's not gonna hit. Life lead opens up. Okay, creating some space here. Serenity Stream. Knockdown. Up tap to close it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Potential takes them up. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Backs away. Not about that BFF life right now. Still very early in the round. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Breaks those shins. Goes for the throw. Knockdown and just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Follows up and tags on the left, hits him with a stopping bomb. Uses the gauge for a super art. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Taking no prisoners. Player 2 is the last fighter standing.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the low kick. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Gets through the opening. Well, they manage to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. The Soup baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Medium kick hits. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Oh God, this is tense. Medium kick. Up tap to close it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Opens with a jump in. Who's going to start things off? Connects with medium kick. Reaches out with the lightning kick. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they just goes for it at this range. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. We have super arts on deck. All the throw connects. A thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
勝負よ負けないわよ
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? It'll be interesting to see how both players utilize their drive gauge to dictate the terms of the match. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. That drive impact doesn't get through. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Up tap to close it. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Reaches out with the lightning kick. Jumps up. Very solid corner switch. Steals back a chance. Shows the medium kick. Going in. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Still scrapping for control of the space. Medium kick. The impact doesn't do anything. Blocks it. Grabs and throws him away. Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super arc. Yo, are they actually dead? Are they dead? Oh, they're dead! What a way to close it out!
Truly.
Player 2 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
Here comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
全力でぶつかってこい。
負けないわよ。
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? No go for the throw. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. The jump in catches them. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Knockdown. Medium kick. Very solid corner switch. Checks with a medium kick. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Oh, talk about overextending. Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Goes for the jackhammer off the Cyclone Lariat. Ooh, KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Final round. Who will the fighting game? This can lead to some big damage. Barely blocks the jump in. Drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Next, the counter. Player 2 knocked them out of the air. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Wrecks them. Drops them. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. What are they gonna do? Drops them from the air. Scuffle. Great heavy super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Hugs nothing but air. Player 1 finds the target. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. And whiffs. They're wide open. Take a seat. Oh my God, lost super. Screw Power Driver! This is what a finish! Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.